As we get ready to ring in the new year, WENY News takes a look back at the biggest local stories of 2015. WENY's Samantha Potter and Nick Quattrini count down the biggest stories of the year. Good to see you guys.
Thanks, Jennifer. We broke it down into the top 10 stories that made headlines here in the Twin Tiers.
And here are the first 5 major stories, counting down from 10.
Number 10, the Chapter House fire. One of Ithaca's most iconic and historic bars, the Chapter House was destroyed in an early morning fire. The extensive damage led to the building being demolished in October. Plans are currently underway to rebuild the bar, almost identical to its original design in 2016. The cause was never determined.
Number 9, Elmira City School District bullying. The Elmira City School District got a lot of attention this past spring when multiple videos emerged of planned fights. In March, 19 teenagers were arrested after a brawl broke out in the lobby of Elmira High School. 3 weeks later, a student was seen being slammed onto the ground outside of Ernie Davis Academy. Dozens of parents rallied outside the district's office to bring awareness on bullying issues. Superintendent Hillary Austin said the district plans to expand its behavior intervention program.
Number 8, the Danby standoff. Right at the change of the new year, police tried to serve an arrest warrant in Danby, which quickly turned into a fatal 4-day standoff. David Cady barricaded himself in his home, and as time went on, law enforcement's negotiation tactics turned militarized as they drove an armored vehicle through the house. That's when they found David Cady dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Cady's wife and landlords are now in the process of suing the Tompkins County Sheriff's Office and the county.
Number 7, LPG arrest. More than 800 arrests have been made outside the gates of Crestwood Midstream on Seneca Lake, protesting against the expansion of liquid petroleum gas storage. In March, the Schuyler County District Attorney made a deal with some of the arrestees that charges would be dropped in exchange for not purposely getting rearrested. 42 cases were dismissed, and a month later, more than 100 protesters were arrested. Most of the protesters are part of either Gas Free Seneca or We Are Seneca Lake groups.
Number 6, contaminated soil in Corning. After finding contaminated soil at Corning Painted Post High School back in 2012, Corning City Council asked the DEC to expand the study area. This year, the DEC began testing the soil of more than 300 homes in Houghton Plot. Contaminants include lead, cadmium, and arsenic allegedly dumped on the site by former manufacturers. Corning Incorporated is paying for the testing and has bought multiple affected homes. Soil testing by the DEC is still underway, and cleanup is likely to continue.
Number 5, the Southern Tier is awarded $500 million. The region was awarded $500 million over the next 5 years through the Upstate Revitalization Initiative competition. This is the first year New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo launched the URI program to go towards economic development projects.
Number 4, Clayton murder. Steuben County sheriffs responded to a 911 call in the town of Cayton where they found 35-year-old Kelly Stage Clayton, and she was later pronounced dead. The same day, her husband and former Elmira Jackals player Thomas Clayton was charged with her murder. 4 days later, Michael Beard of Elmira was charged with the same crime. Steuben County District Attorney Brooks Baker has handed the case over to Chemung County DA Whedon Wetmore. A grand jury later indicted Clayton and Beard, each with 3 counts of murder, including first-degree murder. Prosecutors accused Clayton of hiring Beard to murder Kelly.
Number 3, Tioga Downs gets a green light. Tioga Downs Racino gets approval from the New York State Gaming Facility Location Board to apply for a full gaming license. Tioga Downs resubmitted an updated proposal in July after being denied in 2014. The expansion includes more than 50 table games, 1,000 slot machines, and a hotel. Work has already begun, and Tioga Downs expects to get the full gaming license in February with a grand opening in July.
Number 2, Dannemora prison escape. After 22 days of searching, police finally brought to a close the search for Richard Matt and David Sweat, the convicted murderers who escaped from the Clinton Correctional Facility. The two escaped with the help of prison seamstress Joyce Mitchell. Mitchell pled guilty to smuggling drill bits and a hacksaw to the inmates. Matt was shot and killed by Border Patrol agents on June 26, and Sweat was caught 2 days later. Sweat pleaded guilty to escape and promoting contraband.
And the number one story of 2015, the mistrial in the third Cal Harris murder trial. The former Owego businessman is accused of murdering his wife Michelle, who disappeared in September 2001. Despite never finding her body, Cal Harris was found guilty of her murder in 2007 and again in 2009, but both convictions were later overturned. The third trial in Schoharie County spanned 4 months. The trial ended in May with the judge declaring a mistrial after the jury said it was hopelessly deadlocked. The fourth murder trial for Harris is scheduled for March of 2016. Many of the stories making our list in 2015 are sure to have new developments in 2016.
And we will continue to bring you complete coverage of the stories that matter to the Twin Tiers. Reporting in the studio, I'm Nick Quattrini.
And I'm Samantha Potter.